Testing. 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 Okay, let's get this up, this up, this up, and this up. And let's head on back into Final Fantasy XIV. World is currently full. There we go. Okay, where? Oh, that's right. We did the that. Let's continue. So you come to us straight from the Archive's house 4 times. Trust your time there proved fruitful? Oh. With that had, your ranger and then scoured countless texts, but what we found was of questionable veracity. Accounts of Shiva's life and deeds are sparse and contradictory, only agreeing upon one point. She lay down with the dragon, the gravest of all sins, according to the Ishgardian faith. Yet in the eyes of Icehar's followers, this was a holy act, the blessed union of man and dragon. How could such a thing be possible is quite another question. Suffice to say, I very much doubt we will find useful answer in the archives of House Vortex. Much knowledge has been lost over the centuries, though in this case, one wonders if it is by circumstance or design. You see that Iceheart took a moment to plead her case prior to escaping, did you not? Viewed without prejudice, most would agree that bringing an end to endless war serves the greater good. I think Sir Amarok might take issue with her methods. I don't care if a few stragglers manage to escape. Until the sappers confirm that the tunnel is safe, the men are not to search for it. Not to search it. Yes, Lord Commander. You pursue your foes with less zeal than I expected, Sir Amarok. Lest you misunderstand, I do not deny that our enemy has given us good reasons to be prudent. I merely meant, you being a man of faith, that I had expected a certain single-mindedness. After all, was it not by the will of Halon that your ancestors came to this land? Why they took up arms against the Dravanians? What would they have done in your position, I wonder? There are those who believe that faith is an equation of free will, that unquestioned devotion is required of all who live a life in service of the Fury. Such righteous fervor may well serve a knight on the front lines, less so a leader of men. We are all at liberty to interpret the scriptures as we will. I choose to believe that the Furies will value the lives of our followers over the death of her enemies. But I will not presume to speak of the Knights of Eld. 'Twas a different time, nay, a different era, and scripture only tells us so much. Would that have told us more? Pragmatic for a servant of the Holy See. Welcome trade at the negotiating table, to be sure, less so when one's enemies are taking and ready to harness the power of God. Yep, he does not truly believe the Iceheart's plan can succeed. Truth be told, I too remain somewhat skeptical. Shiva is real, a living, breathing woman. Of that there could be no doubt. In this respect, she differs from every other figure who have been summoned, each of whom was worshipped as a god. The exception being good King Mogul of the 12. The myth made manifest in response to the fervent supplications of the Mongol's guard. Saint Shiva may differ, but what of the heretics? They are a tribe of outcasts at war with the mighty nation, who yearn for the resurrection of the one who embodies their belief. If that is not placed one's faith in a higher power, then what is? Crystal and conviction, Mephilia, they both have them in abundance. Can attribute all that is required. Sir Demon concluded preliminary analysis of the Aetherite Iceheart used to escape. She is teleported to another Aetherite, somewhere not far to the west. Despite the apparent proximity of the second Aetherite, however, they have been wholly unable to detect its presence directly. As Iceheart has a means to mask the signal, I can only presume she has destroyed it to prevent us from following her. These teleport shield, we have no choice but to search an alternate route, most likely a tunnel, assuming one exists. Maybe on teleportation just yet, one of our colleagues in Charlian may be able to assist us. Alright, I do not think how long it will take us to survey the entire tunnel system. Once for the 8th Empire, I'll request your assistance with another matter. Their unit is currently tracking the remains of the heretic force which attacked us. However, the search goes poorly despite our numbers. Of course, this vast and Iceheart's followers know the terrain better than we. Your knowledge of this region may serve to hasten the process. So to capture the followers, as soon as you can press them for the leader's whereabouts. Though it is a selfish quest, I feel that my braves would benefit immensely from working alongside you. While we have share our veterans, we also have more than experienced recruits, many of whom look up to you, in case you are not aware. You understand? Well, he can apprise you of the details. Task complete. Come and find me at the Observatorium. Captain Navarra and I are meeting there to discuss the latest developments in this investigation. The police shall not hold Snowcloak in our absence. Let us leave them to their work. Ours is more pressing. Wait for you. Your assistance most welcome. Believe me, most third from Ulda, and for my accustomed field standing boost, this crunch of stone can be rather disconcerting. Word the heretics we seek have been spotted making for Danifus Pass. My braves are already in pursuit, and I should be grateful if you would join them. As we said, I do not earn my coin. Nope. I am... Okay, it's getting laggy up. Is there a problem with this? Great. The game's lagging for me. Hi, I don't want to move that far. Rock, something twisted and fell, and the other, or you might catch up to them. If the tracks don't so first, they shouldn't be hard to find. There, over there. Let's go. Track leads southwest. What are you doing here? I'm not sure there was a great skill beast, and I think he went east on his own. The heretic split up, so we did too. Uh-oh. There we go. Heretic tracks. I almost failed to notice the whack. Almost, mind you. One tried to sneak up behind me and got a knife in the gut for a struggle. So I started searching the dead man's knapsack for anything of interest, and lo and behold, before his friends found me, I came upon this. A thronged group of 3 or less in the auditorium, and the signal, and wait, the merchant will be watching. Be late and be left for dead. Yourself does not. They can't possibly rendezvous inside the place, so we should restrict our search surrounding the area. You should restrict your search to the wilderness around the auditorium. I will need more of a moment's rest to recover from these wounds. Oh, I'm not pressing anything, I'm still moving. There we go. I am pressing stuff and I'm not moving. Why did I not go down? There we go. Through with the Sinchi excuses. We leave now. Now the woods are crawling with those blue coats, and the knights are searching every wagon that passes through the gate. I'll stay with her then, if you think you'll fare any better. Now there's no need for that. Places like this in my homeland, sacred snow-capped peaks where blood must not be shed. Your land's ever thirst for the blood of the fallen, and by your deeds it has drunk deep. No, I have done no wrong. None but meet in secret with heretics. Deny all you will. We shall have the truth from you yet. Inquisitor is not the only one skilled in the arts of interrogation. Darn it all. It's you here, Mana. I presume your work the third brought you hither. I'll tangle web, lest you wonder we came not for the heretics, but for the merchant who has been conspiring with them. Give attention to the crucified investigation into the Ivy. It beggars belief, but I know it seems our favorite guardian spy might have been providing assistance to Isard. After the efforts of Lady Yugiri and Shinobi, we might never discover this connection. Not sure if too kind. I fear my people and I have done little to aid your search for the spy. Struck back against the Empire and weaken their influence in this land to prevent the tragedy which befell Doma from reoccurring. Days ahead, and then the work they promise will require a particular set of skills which I am fortunate to possess. If you allow it, I will accompany you until the investigation is complete. A generous offer, Lady Yugiri, and one which I gladly accept. Thank you. Thou may disappear for a time, know that I shall never be far and shall always be watching. That, Mana, let's wait inside for Captain Ilbert to return and deliver his report. Just gonna fly. Captain Elbert seems confident the merchant's resolve will simply crumble when pressed. If so, we should have new information ere long. Whether it will bring us any closer to learning the Ivy's identity, I would rather not say. Given our adversary's cunning, I shall consider us fortunate if we are spared another wild dodo chase. The gods know we have more than enough to occupy our time as it is. Tendrils of intrigue. Report, if you will. Alright, Commander. Firstly, with regard to heretic capture, I would say man can tell us not what we already do not know Shiva. Since handler to Ashgarnian authorities, henceforth the Holy See would pursue the matter independently. Our inquiries concerning the IV, however, have proven more fruitful. We have ascertained the channel by which the heretics acquire their information on the shipment routes. Go on. You recall the flame we first identified as being the IV's employ. From him, we were able to trace a trail of conspirators, each taking us closer to his master. The trail came to an abrupt end. Fearing that the investigation had been compromised, we took the necessary step of detaining all suspected of conspiracy. There were 5 on our list, including a flame station at Revenant's Hole. The man's primary duty was to keep an inventory of donations from abroad, the particulars of which he would share with benefactors, thereby ensuring that the needs did not go unfulfilled. By virtue of his rule, previous details of all shipments bound for the settlement, needless to say, that included those originating from House for Temps. He knew the precise route the caravan would take, and he sold that information to a merchant. I think I can guess which one. Another, with little encouragement, he soon confessed to knowingly aiding and abiding the heretics. Well, that's one mystery solved by this boy with Ivy. Are you any closer to prizing off his mask? Yes, we are, Commander. Our relentless pursuit has forced him to commit a grave error. Desperation bid to cover his track, the Ivy resorted to exercising certain administrative powers only available to high-ranking members of the Immortal Flames. So now investigation is known to barely a handful of them. The field of suspects is greatly narrowed. You mean to say the agent is running in Robon's innermost circle? Someone's been with him since the Immortal Flames establishment? Sorry, I need water. Tis the most plausible explanation. The infiltration likely occurred during the company's founding, with the groundwork for the act being laid beforehand. Slip into a position of authority unremarked and remain above suspicion all these years? I too was surprised, though I really should not have been. Of the 3 grand companies, Old Dahl was the ever most vulnerable to infiltration. Both Limits and Grenania has long-standing armed forces that lent themselves to the formation of the Maelstrom and the Order to an Adder. To all intents and purposes, it was the same people, loyal ones, mined under the same leadership, only the banner was different. Now, so is the Flame. Old Dahl's military was made up of desperate orders, most of which were glorified mercenary companies that answered only to their own paymasters. While William Deal establishment to environment to which to establish something as high-minded as a grand company. The difficulties Robon faced when found in the Mortal Flames are well known. Even after he convinced his fellow syndicate members to share their costs, there remained the small matter of finding enough bodies to fill the ranks. Indeed, and given the pressing nature of the Imperial threat, that meant recruiting every passing sellsword. Amidst the chaos of his founding, it would have been child's play to infiltrate the company. It would be easier than now. Mortal Flames have been caught between conflicting interests, the public and the private. The Monteros ultimately agreed to support the organization's founding. It was not out of charity they did so, but simple self-preservation. Had Neil Van Darn's ambition been any less apocalyptic, be sure they would never have risked supplying Raban with an army. It is but a wonder they did not attempt to extinguish the flame the moment the danger has passed. Returning to the present. Speak, our Domon's allies are shadowing several high-ranking flames, any one of whom could be the Ivy. Desiring to deal well against the Empire, refugees were eager to lend us their aid. I expect to hear from them ere long. Very good. Ready to continue your investigation with the first. Meanwhile, have the second attend to the unrest, the third can join the fourth, and inspecting the crystal shipments. If you notice anything unusual, I want to know about it. Shiva is summoned, in like a manner to the other panels, the heretics will be looking for further supplies. Understood, Commander. Send word to Sir Emmerich, informing him of our success in identifying the heretics' abettors. Hopefully the information will be of some use to your guardians. It is time, Commander. Yes, I am aware. Emergency Council of the Alliance leadership has been called. There have been developments in Garlemade, it would seem. As Commander of the Crystal Bridge, my presence has been requested. Have you accompanied Mana? This realm stout his champion. It's only need that you be present for the discussion. Oh, and the Addiscent has already given her consent, lest you worry. We're just working you hard to the bone. Like me, you're doubtless eager to conclude our business with Ishtar, but until another path to her sanctum is found, she will remain beyond our reach. Ophelia and the Archons are sparing no effort to secure an alternate route. Until such time as they succeed, I suggest we give them some thought to the realm's other problems. We should go on ahead to Gridani in readiness for the coming council. We may know Fika's altar, and we shall make our way to Lotus Stand together. Gridania. Oh, I am moving. Oh, I clicked on the wind up airship. There we go. Thanks for coming, Mana. Ready? Speak with the conjure yonder. She'll show us the Lotus Sand. The Alliance leaders await you, Lotus Sand. Will you be joining them now?
Change has come to the Garlean Empire, and we must discuss the implications.
The rumors are true, then? The War of Succession is ended?
Gasp.
It is. A new emperor reigns in Garlemald.
Gasp.
Who?
The birth and all too rapid expansion of the Garlean Empire is commonly attributed to the strategic brilliance of Solus Zosgalvis, yet he did not rule alone. Several members of the royal household also distinguished themselves during his reign. Nevertheless, it was the eldest son who stood to inherit the throne, until his most untimely passing.
I thought us fortunate when I learned that the Emperor had died without naming a successor.
Disrespect.
Would that the Garlean Empire had died with him.
'Twas the grandson and his uncle who had the strongest claims, was it not?
Indeed, yet claims count for little without the power to assert them. High Legatus Varus Ye Galvus is a respected military leader, not so his uncle.
So young Varus has torn the crown from his uncle's grasp and taken his place at the head of the Empire.
Given the troubled nature of his succession, the new emperor will require time to seal his grip on power. Yet have no doubt but that he shall, for there are none left with strength enough to oppose him.
Since the success of Operation Archon, the remnants of the 14th Legion and the forces occupying Alamigo have done naught but fortify their positions. But you can be sure they'll be ready to march on us again, if their Emperor gives the word.
When, not if. They say this Varus was so set upon Eorzean annexation that he spoke out against the Meteor Project.
Plainly, the new emperor's intentions are of great concern to us all. I propose that we set aside the Cartano dispute for the present, and discuss what measures the Alliance might take to prepare for a resumption of hostilities with Garlemald. Moreover, I move that we re-examine the question of how our former allies in Ishgard might be persuaded to retake their place at our side. Could Eorzea but stand as one, 'twould deal a grave blow to our enemies' ambitions.
Well, I suppose we should be grateful that they have finally acknowledged the inevitability of Imperial attack. Who knows? They may even do something about it.
Wow. Shots fired.
If only the leaders of Ishgard would follow their example and stop hiding behind their gates, praying for the coming storm to pass them by. But that is a discussion for another time. At present, I am more concerned by the fact that the Alliance's mooted preparations will be made known to the Garleans many moons before their coming. So long as the Ivy eludes our grasp, no secret is safe.
Now skip your notes since The nation of Eorzea are no nearer to being of one purpose, despite the protestants to the contrary. Playing the threat of the resurgent Garland Maid is not enough to stir them. Reason this deep-rooted mistrust among citizenry. Nation's leader can come to all the understandings they like, but their unity means little and less to the common folk. Take Luminescence, for instance. Though Admiral Merilu outlawed piracy over a decade ago, foreigners still picture a nation as a haven for grog-swindling, wooded-legged cutthroats. In the wise, Gridanians are mocked as hermits who talk to trees, and the old dons are scorned as swindlers who worship coin. Not that such sentiments are entirely without ground, of course. Take that pillar of old don society, Adilogy, for example. But that is beside the point. The fact that people are aware of outsiders, whether they have cause to be or not. Basis, one congregated conflict card to note, is a necessary evil. Each nation has its own warmongering faction that advocates the acquisition of Omega. In order to placate them, we present them something resembling warfare, and thereby curb their appetite for full-scale conflict. But enough idle musing, let's speak of more pressing matters, the ID. Since we spoke of the Armstarium, Captain Elber has further shortened his list of suspects, and by happy coincidence, the one he deems the most likely candidate is lately come to Gridania. The hunt nears its end, Mana. All that remains is coronary quarry, seek out or near the Adder's nest. He'll give you particulars. In development Corthos, you may be sure that I will send word without delay. In the meantime, I wish you success in apprehending the Ivy. Let's go. Thanks for coming, Scion. Doubtless Commander has informed you, but we may have unmasked an Ivy. Let's proceed with extreme caution. None of this stuff are stuff I can wear. We have been seeing all the time is none other than Flame Marshal and Royalbon's second in command. Joining the more flame, she is a mercenary of no small renown. They say her skills with full arm had to be seen to believe. Guardian birth, she is high-ranked immortal foreigner in the mortal clan, blaming the Flame General himself, of course. When he formed the Grand Company, Royalbon chose people based on their worth. Whence they hailed from was of no interest. The monetarists saw things differently, however. Having funded the enterprise, they reserved the right to reject candidates nominated for high-ranked positions. It is no secret that they did no favor foreigners, Ishgardian especially, after the way the Holy See forsook the alliance. Yet the monetarists did not raise so much a murmur of protest when Royal was appointed to her post. Passing strange, is it not? Could it be the Ivy has some hold over the monetarist? Revision of no secondary to our current mission. The foremost interest to us, royal presence here now, as you may be aware, is the duty of the Flame Marshal to command the Immortal Flames in the absence of the Flame General. While Royalbon attended the Council of the Alliance leaders, she should have remained in the Hall of Flames. But it's no business being in Gridania. Yet here she is nonetheless. On some pretense, she's up to something, mark my words. Speak, I have a dozen men trawling the Flames records for evidence of Royal's guilt. If we can catch her red-handed, we shall have all the proof we need. People watching city gates, the airship landings, and the docks, every point egress. She cannot leave without our knowledge. All that remains is to shadow her until she betrays her true purpose. Can I rely upon your eyes, Scion? You have my thanks. Let us go then, and take care not to alert our quarry. Let's head in the direction of the Blue Badger Gate. With me, Scion. Hi. Okay. This is getting glitched out. That's I. Okay. So Ral's entered the currently canopy, meaning some perchance, or could be she means subordinatorship. Look for her within. She is on the upper floor, try the landing area below. Each time she may have seen something. If any is her name, I shall see, or shall remain here in case Rail reappears. Can jump down there. What brings you here? A social visit. Say how pleasant. I wish you didn't come this way. I know that every passenger and none bore any resemblance. Oh, don't let me keep you. Where did she disappear to? Well, she teleported, you know, something that everyone can do. Sure she's not boarding our ship? No, come on, either. Where the hell could she have gone? The ruse, how could I forget? Greetings, sir. My interest in someone toy tonic, a couple of day imbues a man with great vigor, if you take my meaning. Perhaps another time, friend. Necklace. You're a shinobi of Doma. The Sikh has left Gardania by the way of West Shore Pier. She's tired as a merchant, but these eyes are not so easily deceived. Take your search to the child. Rest assured that we shall continue to support you from the shadows. Of the domains, we are not here for unique talents, would have disappeared without a trace. Okay. Oh, this is an outfit. I like it. I don't like the big old collar though, especially with their tiny head. Okay, let's... You shout, Sam. Let's just follow Roland's example and take the ferry from West Shore Pier. See to them, I'll go on ahead. I shall wait for you, sweet Boom Pier. Just gonna teleport to Hawthorne Hut. I'll fly over. Oh. Let's go. This way, my friend. Corey makes for the Hawthorne hut. See, we expect she means to make contact with her Garlean's master there. Mention order, you're no doubt where the Garleans have their own method of communication of great distances. Your friends at Garland Ironworks provide us with devices which disrupt these communications, and we've installed them around the city-states. In doing so, we have made it difficult for Imperial agents to correspond with their masters. Thus, we have no choice but to rendezvous with their Imperial contact directly. Yet, as a well-known face in Immortal Flame, she could not move about the island without being recognized. Only a matter of time before someone saw through her disguise. That's the reason I believe she had chosen the Black Shroud for her clandestine meeting. Eleasons are caught my sight here, and her coming and goings are not like turning any head. As my scouts tell, the Garleans have sent agents with a mind to destroy the devices and render such direct contact unnecessary. Fortunately, our shinobi have thus far been successful in rebuffing their efforts. This is it. We only make our way to Hawthorne Hut and catch Royale in the act. Let's go. Our quarters departed to the Rainbow Patch. I returns to the knowledge when she came, but perhaps it is all for the better. For someone for standing, we required darning evidence against her. Better than catch her in the act when she meets with her Garlean masters. Catch my eye shall lie away in the shadows, tread warily, my friends. This is getting kind of ridiculous now. I'm not pressing anything and I'm still moving. Hi, can you not? Okay, I'm gonna end the stream here. The game's not, or the game and the stream are just not talking to each other. I don't know what's going on. This is getting annoying. I'll see you all next time. Take care. Bye.